Earlier, we spoke to our Tehran correspondent Reza Sayah.
This is the best indication yet that the government feels confident that the women's-led anti-government protests that were started last September are over, and the government believes that they have the upper hand, they have the momentum now, and they're going to use that momentum to reestablish Iran's mandatory hijab law and convey the message to women and the Iranian people that if you thought the hijab law was not going to be enforced, think again. If you violate this law, there's going to be a price to pay. How are authorities doing that? They're seemingly using a two-pronged approach. First off, they've launched an awareness campaign. We've seen a lot of security officials, politicians appear on state media, advertisement, television, reminding people of the hijab law. People are getting text messages reminding them of the hijab law. Authorities have also announced the plan to use smart cameras in streets to find women who are not wearing their hijab. Presumably, these smart cameras are going to be more effective with people in cars because authorities are going to be able to link the license plate to the owner of the car, and they'll probably be a little less effective with pedestrians walking the streets. If authorities find women who are not wearing their hijab, they're going to get a warning first and then fines and stiffer penalties to come. Officials also say they're going to go after individuals who are promoting the idea of women going out in the streets without the hijab. We've seen a lot of individuals on social media, especially celebrities, posting pictures and messages encouraging people to do that. Authorities say the fines or penalties are going to be stiffest for those individuals. Of course, all of this comes after the anti-government protests that started last September with the death of Mahsa Amini. She died in custody after being arrested for allegedly not abiding by the Islamic dress code. Hundreds of people killed, thousands arrested. One thing we saw over the past several months is a lot of women coming out in the streets without the hijab, and many thought that one of the outcomes here in Iran of the protest was the easing of the hijab law, that more women would be able to come out with the hijab, but clearly the government with this campaign is saying that's not going to be the case.